Hey, so it's Sunday. I planted yesterday on Saturday. Had all intentions of having the tractor out today, brush hogging those plots like we talked about. That way all the grass was laid down over on top of it, the grass and the weeds and everything, and would help the seeds germinate. Mom and Dad's hot water tank went out and took a lot longer than anticipated to replace because the old one would not drain, and I had to have my brother-in-law come help me since my brother's in Texarkana. I had to have my brother-in-law come help me to get it out. We took it out of the house completely full of water, weighed probably about 500 pounds. It was a complete disaster because it wore both of us out, and I am completely exhausted. It's like 7:15 in the evening. I'm starting to do my evening round of chores, taking the trash out. Gonna go cut some limbs here in a minute and then feeding the deer. So I didn't get accomplished what I wanted to because it did take so long to get the old hot water heater out and the new one in, and then after that we had some other family business we had to take care of in the middle of the day. So I'm a little bit tired today. I'm hoping it's cool enough after work tomorrow, because I usually get off about 3:30 to take the tractor over. I think it takes about 30 to 45 minutes to drive the tractor over to the other property, about an hour to brush hog. Since it's already low, I should be able to go fairly quick. But then I want to try to brush hog the lower section, so I'm figuring if I can get off at 3:30 and get over there and start brush hogging as quick as I can, I'm thinking I might be done 5:30, maybe 6, and that would get me getting home in time to eat a quick meal, eat a quick meal, and then go to start doing my evening rounds of cutting limbs for the deer and feeding and everything. So I'll try to record a little bit here and there this evening while I'm doing things. I'm not sure how much I'll get done, if this video kind of spill into tomorrow. I'm not sure yet. So stick with me. I'm fixing to take the trash out of the back of the truck and put it in the dumpster, and then I'm gonna go grab the pole saw and trim some limbs for the deer, and yeah, it's going to be a normal evening. Just I'm completely worn out tonight. Alright, so just put the trash in. It's a little interesting thing in here. I've got the pedometer turned on my phone and got in the truck and looked at it, and it was right at 6,000 steps for today. I'm trying to lose some weight because when I was in high school and graduated high school, I weighed 160 pounds. At 6'1", I started weightlifting in college and got up to about 220, 230. I got hurt after I graduated college lifting weights. I ripped my chest muscle. I think I was benching 315, 345, something like that. And I came down too quick and ripped my chest muscle. So I had to stop weightlifting, and then the doctor wanted me to just kind of lay around for a bit after that so I didn't hurt myself more, and I kind of gained some weight. But then the office job I've had the last going on 9 years in October, I'm sitting all the time, so I've gained some weight. I'm trying to walk more and trying to lose some weight. I typically do 5,000 steps a day, I think. But I'm already at 6,000 and I haven't even went and fed yet, so we'll probably hit about 8,000 steps today. I've still got a few things I've got to do around here, so I guess I'm getting my exercise in. That's probably why I feel so exhausted today. That and getting that water heater out was a job. So I'll be back. All right, sure you can see that back there, but I got a truckload of limbs, big limbs, sugarberry and elm, the deer's favorite ones that they like to eat around here. So easing my way up to the pens, make sure I'm not losing any of these. Give some to the bucks and then give some to the does, and everyone will be happy. Then we'll go feed like normal. And maybe I can kick my feet up for a bit after I get a few more things done around the house. Desi's and Hunter are swimming. They love swimming in the evening. Where's Hunter out? Even though he won't go to sleep until probably 10:30, 11 o'clock, way after I'm asleep. That's okay, because his mom is a night owl too, and she'll stay up with him. And I get to sleep. Well, stick with me. See what else we can get into. I got majority of the load out for the does. Going over with some left for the bucks. You can see in the back there. And looking at this field by the, well, I call it a field, the part of the yard here by the doe pen. God, it's almost 2 foot tall in some places. I'm not gonna be able to get it with the zero turn unless I'm inching. So that might be added on to tomorrow's do list with the tractor and the brush hog. We'll see. I'm seeing, looking around, I'm seeing a few trees I can get tomorrow when I start trimming. What I try to do when I trim is depending on the time of year, so right now in August, I try to get spots that I've gotten earlier in the year, like back in April, May, because those are really tender. The deer really like them, and sometimes they'll eat bark, wood, everything. I mean, it'll go in there, and sometimes the limbs will be completely gone. But then I'm also getting spots that I need to trim, mowing purposes, or just it's just too nasty looking or whatever. But because of the weather, it's been really hard to mow this year, and I'm seeing a lot of places I need to hit with the brush hog probably before I hit them with the zero turn. So I'm fixing to stop and put the stuff in for the bucks. I'll be back. All right, so something we'll talk about real quick. Right now I'm driving what's going to be an alleyway when I finish the next pen and actually get it built. I'm driving up here right now because I'm looking at where the next pen's going. Again, because of the weather, I've not been able to work on it. I've got all the material I need. I've got the steel poles I need to cut to make my corner post, my stretch post, and my gate post. I've got the wire to stretch here, but I can't get to it because of the freaking weather. It's either pouring down rain or it's so hot that I can't deal with it. Well, we've got a cool front this week, so one of my tasks that I've made myself this week is to get out and at least get the post cut. Once the posts are cut, then all I have to do is put the auger on the tractor and come out here, drill my holes, put my post in, fill them with 160 pounds of concrete in each one, and then once that's cured and set for a bit, my buddy will come out and weld the corner post for me. He's got a portable welder, and he's always done that for me. And in exchange, I let him come out here and coyote hunt anytime he wants to. And he coyote hunts for competitions usually, so works out, especially since they use our property to cross all the time. So what I'm doing is I'm looking to see what I need to do to be ready to put fence up, and from the looks of it, I've been trying to keep these fence lines brush hog down where I'm going to be putting the fence. Guess what? Got another spot to add onto my brush hog list. So I probably, well, I know I will not get everything completed tomorrow. So what I'm thinking I'll do is I'll do the 80, the spots I need there, get back to the house, see what time it is. If time allows, then I'll come back to the plot back here behind the house and brush hog that. If I don't get it brush hogged tomorrow, I will not spray it with glyphosate, because those turnip seeds and stuff germinate so quickly, and we're having dew every morning. I don't want to take a chance and kill my crops. All I'll do is brush hog it, which means I'm going to be fighting that Johnson grass, and I really don't know what the hell's going to happen, just to be straight honest there. So the cedar tree's looking good. So I planted a bunch of cedars out here because the deer will rub them, they'll nibble on them, and they help fight parasites for deer. I'm not sure how all that works, but that's just something another deer farmer told me. So I've got some planted, and I've got one that's down there that was seeding anyways. I just basically moved them from along the fence line out into where the pens are going to be, and mowed around them. But it's kind of that idea. I'm not sure what's going on with the deer. They're all jumping around. I'm not sure if the dog's back over there or what. Probably is the way they're looking. But looks like my list keeps getting bigger and bigger. If nothing else, maybe I can at least get the alleyway up. That would be at least something. But we'll see. So I'm gonna go jump out of the truck and feed now, and see what else I can get into. So I'll be back. So I want to show you real quick a perfect example of what I was talking about with the super green, super tender, nutritious limbs that the deer will get from me trimming a limb early in the season or cutting a tree down. Let me flip you around real quick. So this is a maple tree I completely cut down this year. See all those little shoots coming out of that? Those are super tender. You see how they're still green? That means they're not woody. When I cut these in, probably 2, maybe 3 weeks, the deer will eat that down, and you'll not see any resemblance of them in the pen. So that's kind of what I'm talking about with that methodology of being selective on what I cut early in the year, so I can get stuff like that and reuse it. If I come across more, I'll come back to you. Dogs are barking like crazy because my dad's dog's up here. But if I don't find anything else, depending on how long this video already is, it may bleed into tomorrow, or this may be a wrap. So time tells.